The first category we're going to be judging is the physical strength of everybody. Starting off with Dewey. Dewey, he grew up in a household of how many brothers? He had Francis, Malcolm, Reese, and Jamie. He had 4 brothers. That's a lot of brothers. You can see him in the show get roughed around a lot between the brothers because, well, he's the youngest other than Jamie, but he was introduced in the later seasons. I picked this clip specifically to judge Dewey's strength because you can see that he's pretty strong in this clip. I mean, he utilizes weapons. He uses a brick and a purse. So he's very crafty, created his own weapon.
And Dewey's kind of smart though, now I'm thinking about it. He has a little strength to him, he's a little smart. Sheldon, he got the smart 100%, but I feel like he might be the weakest, might be the weakest link. But if they had like weapons, that kind of thing, I think Sheldon might be on top.
And he slings it around, and he ends up winning against multiple attackers which are older, bigger, and stronger than him. So I would say that this means Dewey's pretty strong. Brick and Sheldon, they're more fragile. They come from nicer homes. Young Sheldon, his brother, doesn't really physically pick on him a lot, and his sister is just mean verbally. And the middle, from what I've seen, they all seem to pretty much get along. For young Sheldon, I picked this scene. I picked this scene because, well, he's utilizing weapons a lot like Dewey. He created his own slingshot out of science goggles.
What I remember though, it doesn't work. He's smart with weapons, but it doesn't work out. So I mean,
I forgot what they were called. Are they just called science goggles? And a pebble. Now, if you watch this fight all the way through, he doesn't win the fight. He is obviously fighting someone who's bigger and older, just like Dewey, but the age gap is probably a lot more. You can see that after the attack, it did leave a mark on the person, which with Dewey, we didn't see any physical abrasions or marks on the people. That could just be because he hit them where they were wearing clothing, like in their stomachs and stuff. Now, for Brick, he doesn't really get into any fights that I know of.
Brick's the worst. Brick ain't getting nothing. He'd lose all both.
Like I said, he's a softer kind of guy, and he didn't grow up in the 80s like Sheldon. But when reading the transcript from the last episode of The Middle, you can see that Axel is surprised at I almost said Dewey twice, at Brick's superhuman strength. He allegedly picked up boxes and moved them full of things, which, isn't as cool as fighting someone off, like multiple attackers that are older and bigger and stronger than you, or creating your own weapon with, like, science goggles. But it's pretty much the only thing he has in the strength department. Moving on to IQ.